I wrote a book, right? It's called Buy a Game and it's free. Click the link down there.
DreAllDay.com.
What's going on, everybody? Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. This week's motivation, we are talking about recognizing small successes. You need to start conditioning yourself to be successful in life. Now, I think all of us want to be successful, no matter how you define the word success, because people define it different ways. We'll just call success the pursuit of a worthy ideal. Not actually achieving the ideal, but the pursuit of it. So if you got a goal of doing everything on your bucket list by the end of your life, or having a happy family where everyone's doing positive things and taking care of themselves, you might not be able to realize that goal until you're 95 years old. But guess what? While you're doing it, while you're in the process, you might be 30 years old now or 12 years old now. While you're in the process, that's success. If you're taking actions to get to where you want to get in life, you are being successful. Now, if you don't know where you're going, it's impossible for you to be successful, meaning you have no goals. And if you're not taking any actions to where you want to go, you're not being successful. And success is renewed every single second. So you can be successful from 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock and unsuccessful from 12 to 8 o'clock. You understand what I'm saying? So success means pursuing a worthy ideal. Now, today what we're talking about this week is how do you condition yourself to be more successful. This is a simple way you're going to do it. There are several different parts to this, but I'm going to give you a small part here. If you want to get the whole thing, conditioning your mind for success, for achievement, for leadership, for power, for full control over your life, you need to sign up for my Bulletproof Mindset course, and the link is right down there. But I'm going to give you something today. You need to start recognizing your small successes. And let me tell you why, and then I'm going to tell you what people do wrong, and I'm going to tell you how to do it right. Okay? Why you need to recognize your small successes is a simple reason. Whatever you focus on with your mind, you create. You may have heard that before. If you think about getting in a car accident, you might get in a car accident. You think about not making a basketball team at tryouts, you probably won't make the team at tryouts. It might have already happened to you. If you think about missing your next shot, you're probably going to miss your next shot. If you think about don't trip up the steps, what happens? You trip up the steps. Whatever you focus on, you create. This works both positively and negatively. The challenge, what most people do wrong, two things most people do wrong, is that they focus on the negatives. They focus on negative things happening. They think about, oh, well, if I try to give this speech, I'm going to bomb on stage. Or if I go try out for the basketball team, I'm not going to make it anyway because I'm short. Or if I go play against this guy, he's going to block my shot every time because he's too much bigger than me and he's quicker than me. It seems like he knows every move I'm going to do. When you think about negative things happen. When you focus on losing, you lose. All right? Winners focus on winning, losers focus on losing. Here's the thing that really, really messes people up, because all of you understand what I just said. All right, Dre, I'm gonna just focus on positive things. I'm gonna focus on positive things. This is where people mess up. One thing goes wrong while they're doing that positive focusing, and all of a sudden, right back to the negative. Right back to thinking about negative things. And then here's the other thing that people do. They get a small success. A small success happens. Something good happens for them. They get their first, they get their first 100 YouTube subscribers, but then they like, well, this guy has a billion YouTube subscribers. This guy got a million subscribers on YouTube. Oh man, not that many people watch my videos. So they get a small achievement, something that should be recognized as a small achievement, not as a small achievement. This is an achievement period, a small success. But then they talk negatively about that success. They say, oh, well, it wasn't that much. Or, yeah, I had a good game, but, it wasn't all that. I made the basketball team, but I'm not going to be a starter. So they take the successes that they're having, successes coming their way. When they get the small success, they start talking down on it as if it wasn't a success. And you know what happens when you disrespect success like that? When you tell success it wasn't that great, when you say, oh, well, it was something, but it wasn't all that. You know what success does? It says, I'm not messing with you no more. Success don't come around anymore when you are not respectful of the success. So what you're going to take from this week's motivation is this. Every single day, I'm going to give you something actionable here. Every single day before you go to sleep, you're going to write down at least 3 things, at least 3. You can write down 30 if you want. Things that made your day successful. What are 3 things that took place today that made my day successful? Any 3 things. If you woke up in the morning and then you survived the whole day and to go back to sleep at night, that's a success. Because there are some people who didn't wake up and some people who ain't going to go to bed. That's a success. All right, if you went to school and you took a quiz, you just took it, you might have failed it. That's a success. If you made a couple shots in your basketball pickup game, you missed a bunch, but you made a couple, that's a success. Start recognizing your small successes. Anything that you did, that there are other people out there who weren't able to do it, or they couldn't do it, or they just didn't do it, that's a success. Anything that gets you closer to your ideal. So you got to have some goals here. If you have no goals, you can't recognize success. What are your goals in life? What are your goals this week, this year, today? What did you do today to get you any closer to it? Maybe you didn't reach it yet, but what did you do to get you closer to it? Maybe you did some things to get you further away, but what did you do to get you closer? Focus on the success. Focus on the positive. Once you start making this a habit, every single day, if you write down at least 3 things you did successfully, a year from now, there'll be over 1,000 successes that you recognize. Do you think that might help condition your mind to be more successful? You let me know in a year. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com. Testing. 1, 2. Sound check. Test.